With all this Fire Emblem If news coming out, one has to step back and look at Fire Emblem Awakening. The game is known as one of the best games on the 3DS, but is it deserving of the title? Let's see. First of all, I do not have a 3DS capture card, so the video is just two trailers on Nintendo's channel. Sorry about that, I don't really have any way to fix it. Anyway, the story. The story isn't Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which I absolutely loved, or anything, but it keeps you interested, and there's plenty of meaningful plot twists. It starts with your avatar waking up on a field, then joining a group of fighters known as the Shepherds, led by Crom, who is revealed to be the prince of the kingdom of Elise. The game is spent fighting off Risen, generic enemies from the future, as far as I can tell, the neighboring kingdoms, and later, but I won't spoil it. The story is as good as it needs to be. Oh, and don't get me started on the characters. Each one is elegantly made and has its own unique personality, and you're really going to want to keep them alive. You're going to feel very attached to these characters because they're just so awesome. Like, really good characters. All of them have very cool personalities. There's one that's is kind of evil, sort of, but has a crush on your character, really weird, creepy crush, and that's Tharja. Anyway, as for the aesthetics, the game looks okay. The sprite art is amazing. I wish the entire game was in it. The mouth shots of the characters are also well drawn, and they really show the character's personality. The cutscenes are also great. They feel like anime entirely in 3D. The normal 3D models, however, are lackluster. They look okay. I mean, they don't even have feet. Luckily, you don't have to look at these too much, and the combat animations at least make up for the model. They're pretty good. The music is also okay. I couldn't really give you a recommendation for a song, and the songs are get a bit repetitious because they keep playing over and over, but they aren't really annoying. I'm not super picky about the soundtrack anyway, as I'm not really listening to it. As for the gameplay, it's Fire Emblem and it's great. I should mention at this point that I did not play Classic Mode. I played Casual Mode. In Classic Mode, per the Fire Emblem norm, all your characters, once they die, they're dead unless you reset the game. I'm sorry, I just found Casual Mode difficult, so Classic Mode was beyond my scope. But that's fine, the gameplay is amazing. It's turn-based strategy with different units able to wield different weapons, which you can outfit them with beforehand. The battles consist of switching between your turn and the enemy's turn-based. On your turn, you can have each of your characters move, then attack, wait, or use an item. The battles take the action out of the battlefield screen and into a view of the two fighters in 3D model form. The attacker then attacks, and then depending on the battle, the defender may attack. There's much more depth than that, but that's the basic idea. This can get a bit slow. The transitions aren't nearly as fast as I want them to be, and I had the fast forward button held during nearly all the animations. But if you find the pace of the game slowing down, you can easily turn off all animations in the options menu at any time, so there's not much harm done. Battles, or chapters, generally boil down to route the enemy missions or defeat the commander missions, which are pretty self-explanatory. Route the enemy just means kill everyone, and defeat the commander means to kill the powerful unit on the other side of the map. Both are enjoyable and present their own challenge. I do want to mention that some units are more powerful than others, so at least I had a few top-tier units that survived every fight, and many low-tier ones that served as fodder. Playing on Classic may solve this problem as you can't let any die, but it is a problem and it's very difficult to grind to bring everyone to the same level experience. Also, Street Pass can be completely overpowered. It's only there for those who want it, but it allows you to recruit others' avatars, and many times those avatars are end game level, so you can just put them in the middle of the enemies and watch them destroy them completely. Granted, you need to hire them with gold, but it's not too difficult to get that much. Finally, each character can become better friends with the other characters, and this is a huge feature, at least in my eyes. There's a pair-up mechanic, which means if you put two characters next to each other, they'll give each other boosts, which are dependent on how much the units like each other. You can also put two units in the same spot, which will make one character follow another and tag along. The character cannot take a turn or move. However, it does put them in the pair-up state until you have them separate. What's really great about this is the support conversations. Every character has conversations with the other characters, though not every character is able to do so with all others. In fact, only the Avatar has conversations with all 43 other characters. And each of the characters is unique and awesome in their own right. You'll find yourself grinding just to get that one last conversation unlocked. Characters can also marry, which will sometimes unlock new chapters, in which you can recruit child characters, which are just completely awesome there, and I'm gushing at this point, sorry. Fire Emblem Awakening is well worth the price. If you have a 3DS, buy this game. If you haven't played any other Fire Emblem games, it's worth checking out. However, it's not exactly on my top 5 games, but on my top 10, all bets are off. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. If you like turn-based strategy, definitely check this out. If you like games with great characters, play this game for the work. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to see more reviews like this, don't forget to comment below whether you like this or you don't like my review or not. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I post random stuff about random things all the time. So at link 100 200 or the link below. See ya.